Man, it feels good, man. It feels good to actually win the state of Tennessee. I think I owed them from last time, and definitely feels good to get back in the winning track. So definitely feel good. It's crazy, just man. It's kind of crazy, just like how, like you can have all the gifts in the world, but if you're not mentally there, you're gonna have a lot of problems. And I think a lot of my past fights, I thought I had it figured out. And too, if you want to end up being within the top 5, you got to end up making it a lifestyle instead of, when you're in the top 15, top 10, you can kind of get away with that. But once you come in the top 5, that margin of error is very slim. So, and the only way you can actually, succeed within that realm is to make it a lifestyle. And that's what I completely did. I mean, I had good people around me, and definitely put off a real good submission tonight. I don't know why I didn't get a bonus, but, it's okay.
So when you talk about like that mental presence, are you talking about like, fight night and like being there at the time, or is that really more just like a daily thing?
Nah, it's just an everyday lifestyle. It's just like the way you mentally prepare yourself. Like a lot of people think about it, it's almost like psyching yourself, doing mental skills training and stuff. All the greats have something that they do in order to put themselves in that mode, in order to make them, that much better. Because you can have all the physical attributes if you want, but if you're not there mentally, you're done before the fight even starts.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you about your decision, I guess, yesterday, going back to the weigh-ins. I mean, the guy weighs 210. That's not even close, Did you have any discussion at all about, hey, is this the right thing for us to take this fight, or do we walk away?
Man, look, at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, you spend money getting ready for training. You spend all the time training. Then on top of that, you get there and you cutting weight and he don't make weight. And all I'm going to do, I'm not going to say I'm not going to take the fight. I'm going to want to fight. I did all this preparation for nothing, and I'm just not going to be like, oh, I'm not fighting. I'm going to take the fight. I don't care if he was 15 pounds over, I was going to take the fight.
Let me ask you about the first round. Obviously, he was, having some success with leg kicks and that sort of thing. I know you said you weren't hurt, but I wondered, I mean, were you just getting settled in, or was that part of your strategy? Because knowing how much weight he cut and that he wasn't good, I mean, were you trying to just extend him out a little bit?
Not necessarily, because people don't realize when you, within mixed martial arts, throwing a lot of leg kicks take a lot out of you. And he was winging them. And I was thinking to myself, like, okay, they slow down towards the end of the round. I was like, oh, I can see him coming from a mile away. And then the second round came out, and I was right in his face.
And then let's talk about the finish with the Ovince Saint Preux. Is that what we're going with there?
I might have to go with that.
Talk about, first of all, I mean, you got the finish from half guard, which you said, I mean, normally we see that finish from side control. That I didn't even know you could finish from there. And then the cage looked like it was a little bit, in the way as well. Talk about how you were able to get it. And I guess, I mean, with 2 of these finishes, this is your move.
I wouldn't say my move, but I mean, it's just one of them things. It's my trainer's move, Eric Turner. He's the one that put me on it. So, I finished it from side mount before, which is nothing. I finished it from, being in people's guard. And it's just like a lot of people look at it, be like, well, you finish it in side mount. You can finish it practically everywhere if somebody's on their back. You just got to look at the angles.
And last thing for me, I guess you said you had a message Dana White, so I'm guessing that was the last fight in the deal, and you're ready to get a new one done?
There's a little something going on. That's it.
When you talk about making it a lifestyle, I mean, did you change your diet? Did you get a sports psychologist? Like, how many things did you do differently in advance of this fight then?
Man, you can put me through any type of physical training, like I'll run through. My body used to doing stuff like that, which is nothing. But when you put me through type of mentally trained, if you tell me to do a mental exercise that I have to work on, I'm going to get frustrated. There's a lot of weight on you. So a lot of times when you got to sit there, do mental skills, we do mentally skills training, doing a lot of IPS and imagery, visualization, all of that. A lot of times, like, you got to sit there and actually sit down, because I know I have all the tools. It's just sometimes I'm a head case, and I'm my biggest, I'm my biggest mistake. Not mistake, but I'm my biggest, opponent. So at times, the mental skills training, even though I hate it, it works tremendously.
So how do you avoid mental issues being a problem now going forward?
Just make it a lifestyle. I mean, as much as I, like I said, don't really like doing it, my trainer makes me do it pretty much every day. Every day I have to fill out, we have this IPS thing that we have to do. Every day I have to fill out 14 little things after practice. Every time after my workout, how do I feel? How do my muscles feel? Was I alert? Was it effortless? Like, just running down through it. And after a while, it's just like, when you start circling when you start getting to the ones and twos, everything start being, relatively calm.
Ones and twos on a scale of 5 or 10?
Yeah, 5.
Thanks.
With your opponent coming in so heavy, did you find that a bit of a motivation coming into the fight? Did you feel a bit disrespected? Judging by his physique, it didn't look like he tried too hard to get down to that 205 limit.
I mean, I really didn't care, And when it comes to point in time, like I said, when you put in all the work, all you want to do is just fight. That's all you want to do. I mean, he came in heavy. That was his problem. At the end of the day, I got a job to do, and I came out and I did my job.
Did you factor that into your game plan, coming in a bit heavy? Do you think if I can draw this fight out into the second or third round, he's going to gas, he's going to tire out, and that's when you're going to be able to take over?
Basically, when he was throwing the punches, he always come out hard. And typically when you do that, especially if you have size on you, you can't put that output for so long. So the minute he started slowing down, I was like, okay. I think towards the end of the round, I caught him with a real good hook, and that's when I knew I was going to open up the second round.